Hello, everyone. My name is Abul, and we will be learning the fantastic and a most important topic of today and future. It is Microsoft Security Copilot, which is a part of a AI and machine learning field, but here we will be focusing AI with security. So let's get started with Microsoft's, security copilot. So what happened here is we usually see organization face unprecedented challenges in a rapidly evolving digital landscape, so such as increasingly sophisticated cyber threats and a significant talent shortage in cybersecurity. This Microsoft Security Copilot is a cloud-based AI-powered security analysis tools which is designed to address these challenges. So with that said, we will be going further and discussing more details. So let me introduce myself. My name is Abul Bayan. I work almost 18 years as a consultant in multiple domains, so from infrastructure to security to cybersecurity and so on, with top MNC. And why I'm here as a trainer is I'm very passionate about teaching and sharing the knowledge, so I aim to be the best trainer in the world, and I like this is my passion to share the information and feel the happiness by sharing and by getting a love from you. So with that said, let's see what is this AI powered cybersecurity analysis tool does, which is designed to address these challenges here. So it enables analysts to process security signals and response to threat at the machine speed that far surpass human capabilities, thus revolutionizing the way organization approach cybersecurity. So, what we will be learning here. So, the learning path agenda is very straightforward. We will be not going into a very rocket science. We will be very much into learning the fundamental of AI and generative AI. We will be focusing on what is Microsoft Security Copilot, which is the most hot topic in Microsoft. So, Microsoft want to embed this experience excuse me, so everywhere, not only in their in their Microsoft tool, but also in their security services, Copilot, everything. So let's see what they wanted to do and what is this all about. Okay, so one very interesting thing which I will leave to you as an instructor is I want to give you some very good very good piece of a link which our host will share with you. So describe Microsoft Copilot. There's a complete chapter here in Microsoft Security Copilot Get Started too website, which is in Learn. So I want to share this link with you guys so that you guys can take some benefits from here. So which will be shared by our host. Okay, this is one very interesting thing which you will get it at the end of the course. Okay, so what is the fundamental and what is generative AI? So with Microsoft evolving, before we learn about generative AI, before we learn about large language model, so in this module we'll be seeing couple of information which is a very basic definition of AI, generative AI, language model, Azure Open AI service, which I will be more interested. Then we will see what is Copilot and then improve generative AI. So this session is basically introductory session where we will not be going in detail to demonstrate and all those things. But there's a good news for you. If you're really interested, you can get back to us. You can get back to the Microsoft and you can go for this 4 days course. So there is a dedicated 1 day, 2 day, 4 days code training on Microsoft AI services as well. So, what is generative AI? So, this is one of the very interesting topic. Before we discuss about generative AI, we should talk about AI, artificial intelligence. So, this imitates human behavior by using machine learning, to interact with environment and execute task without explicit direction on what to output of format. Okay, what to output of a format. So whatever the human things which we think also from a learning, and our neurons learn from our previous experiences, and based on our previous experiences it gives the result. But here the same task is done in a very artificial way by machine. So this machine learning will interact with the environment and execute the task without explicit direction. Okay, so this is your basic definition of AI. But when we talk about generative AI, I wanted to explain generative AI in a different way. I have one animated video which I would like to present to you guys, but this will be immediately after this definition. So generative AI creates original content such as generative AI that has been built into a chat application. So generative AI application can take in a natural language input and return appropriate response in a varieties way. So they have natural language processing to generate natural responses. You might submit a request such as give me three ideas for healthy breakfast including peppers. So natural languaging and language generations. So then they have something called as image generation. Some generative AI application can interpret a natural language request and generate an appropriate image. For example, you might submit a request like create an image of an elephant eating burger. So those things can be done by image generation. So then the code generation, which is a very hot topic in today's world by a software programmer. So here what happened is some generative AI applications are designed to help software developer to write code. For example, you could submit a request like show me how to code a game of tic tac toe with Python. So anything you request you get it today. So I have a habit of starting any training by just showing you how to build any website in just 1 minute. So today we have changed the life from waiting 1 year to 1 minute period. So the whole life concept using the AI has changed. So this is what I mean. One of the popular example for such application is your Chat GPT, a chatbot that creates OpenAI, and an AI research company that partners closely with Microsoft. So we have a very good partnership with a OpenAI company which does your chat GPT as well. So now coming to the next topic, and a very important topic is your large language model. So this is a generative AI application that is powered by a large language model, which are specialized type of a machine learning model that you can use to perform natural language processing tasks, which includes determining sentiment, summarizing text, comparing multiple text sources for semantic similarity, and generating new natural languages. So these are some of the important mathematical principle behind this LLM that can be complex, and a basic understanding of this architecture used to implement them can help you gain conceptual understanding of how they work. So generative AI application, which is again, they say it's powered by LLM. So, what is the main bread and butter of Microsoft, and what is the services we provide? So, we have Azure OpenAI services, which is a Microsoft cloud solution for deploying, customizing, and hosting your LLM, large language model, which consists of pre-trained generative AI model. So it has a pre-trained generative AI model. So if you would like to go for any services, let me show you what I am talking about. So I have directly opened Microsoft Azure here. So in Azure there is something called as services, and if you go to the services, you see here Microsoft have pre-built services, which is AI services, which is based on our large language model. So your AI search, anomaly detector, vision, computer vision, and so on. But all of this is a big integration of your Copilot. So this is the main bread and butter of Microsoft. So all this thing is integrated, and it is having a Copilot. So what is Copilot? What is this LLM does? Why this is important for our security? All these things we will be learning in a very short period of time. Okay, so pre-trained generative AI model. Okay, guys. So, guys, please feel free to ask me a question. If you have any question, I'll be more than happy to answer you. So customization capabilities is available here based on your project, your requirement. We can, customize built-in tool to detect and mitigate harmful use cases to user can implement AI responsibility, and then enterprise grade security with RBAC and private network. So you can use this several methods to develop the open AI solution, which is your AI Studio, REST API, and supported SDK and Azure CLI as well, using all these tools. Now, coming to the main important topic for the day, what is Copilot? For me, Copilot is a kind of a AI service by Microsoft, but it does more than a chat GPT. It does so much that you will be surprised that your chat GPT is not learning your email, your chat GPT is not learning your PDF, your Word file, your Microsoft operating system, but it this does. So if you allow, again, there is a security feature, so if you allow, it does that. So Copilot is often integrated into other application and provide a way for users to get help with common tasks from generative AI model. So you have a inbuilt your inbuilt PowerPoint presentation. So you can just go to the Copilot and you can ask them, create a presentation about coffee. So it does that. It asks you, do you want anything? But there's a tricks which I will be teaching you, how effectively you can use this prompt engineering. Using this prompt engineering, how effectively you can learn to work in a Copilot, how best you can utilize this for the cyber security. And we will be focusing mainly on the cyber security of after this basic fundamental session. So based on the fundamental, which we will be going in the advanced level, where we will be seeing how it is effective in our SC series, cyber security compliance series, of your XDR solution, of your Sentinel solution, and so on. Okay, guys. Now, how we can improve generative AI responses with prompt engineering. So this is one of the very important term whenever you are giving any prompt, whenever you are querying anything. So you should know the tricks of how to query this one. So the term prompt engineering describe the process of prompt improvement. Both developer who design the application and consumer who use this application can improve the quality of responses from generative AI by using your direct languages, system messages, example, or grounding data, etc. So what happened is direct languages, you can get most useful completion by being explicit about the kind of a response you want. For example, create a list of 10 things to do in Edinburgh during August. So direct question, direct language. But there is some system messages which the system will provide, and based on that you will get the query, you will give the query, or your system will give the query and they will give the responses. So describe how the chat should act. So you are helpful assistant that respond to that responds in a cheerful, friendly manner, and so on. So providing example, grounding datas. So prompt are the way where we tell an application that we want it to be done. An engineer can add instruction here for their program with prompts. For example, developer may generate a generative AI applications for teachers to create multiple choice questions related to text students read. Okay, so during the development of the application, developer can add other rules for what the programmer should do with the prompt engineering it receives. So writing a good prompt is it's an art. You can achieve better result when you submit clear and specific prompt. So this is something which you can learn it, and I'll tell you how to write a very effective prompt in the upcoming slide. Just a quick interaction for you guys. I will be keeping this slide and asking you three questions. So you can put it in the chat. What is the right answer? A, B, or C? Okay. So what is the large language model in your opinion based on our understanding, guys? So the model that only works with one language, the model that only works with a small amount of data, or the model that use deep learning to process and understand the natural languages on a massive scale. Guys, I'll give you 30-second time to paste it, and our host is watching you guys. So A, B, C. A, B, or C. I will appreciate if you can give us a good logical answer and correct answer here. Okay, so perfect. So the next question is, okay, very good. So the next question is, what is an example of potential task a generative AI application can help to solve? Option A is monitoring the temperature in a manufacturing facility, which doesn't make sense for me. Creating a draft for an example. Okay, so three was the right answer. C was the right answer for the first question. The second question is, what is an example of let me just, okay, what is an example of a potential task a generative AI application can help you to solve? Monitoring the temperature in a manufacturing facility, creating a draft for an email, collecting real-time data and storing it in the database. I would appreciate you understand this question and give me the right answer. Okay, the right answer is creating a draft for an email, the example of potential task of a generative AI application that can solve, that can help to solve. Okay, cool. So the last one I'm expecting very good. The last one I'm expecting is everyone should answer me this question, and everyone has to answer me the right answer. And thank you so much for the people who have answered. And I've seen all you have done is a correct, given me is a correct answer. Okay, the last question: what is the potential impact of Copilot? Copilot only impact application used in professional settings. Copilot can help with first draft, information synthesis, strategic planning, and much more. Or Copilot can only be used for certain natural language tasks like summarizing text. So I will give you 30 seconds. I want you to give me the correct answer. Fantastic. So again, you are right, guys. Again, everyone is right. Okay. So Copilot can help with the first draft, information synthesis, strategic planning, and much more. Okay. Coming to the next module, which is describing Microsoft Security Copilot, which we are here for based on our understanding in what is open gen AI, what is the AI. So, guys, before I come to here, I would like to play a quick video on, on your understanding, for your understanding about Gen AI. So, everyone, I want you guys to please give me a very quick 2 minutes for you to understand about Gen AI. Okay. I would like to play this video for you guys. You will enjoy this video. This is one of the good video. Am I audible? Is this video audible to everyone? Yes, no, maybe. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, this is a homework for you. I'll share this link. You can watch it after the training, and I'll really appreciate for you to understand this is, they explain a very good way of understanding generative AI with good animation. So I have shared with your host, so she will be sharing with you guys. Okay. Now coming to Microsoft Security Copilot. So in this module, we'll see what is Microsoft Security Copilot, what are some terminologies which we have to know, how Microsoft Copilot process the prompt requests. So this is the trick which I will be teaching you how they process and what is the effective ways of using the prompt, and describe how to enable the Microsoft Security Copilot. Okay. So coming to the Microsoft Copilot, Security Copilot, so you all know that this is AI powered security analysis tool uh, based on cloud based security analysis tool that enables the analyst to respond to threats very quickly, process signal at machine speed. You know what? If me and you guys try to find out the threat in cybersecurity, we are not a machine. We can just find out the threat, but we have to think how this come, how the whole flow happens. But here with the machine speed, they process it and they find and they help you to analyze and respond to the threat very quickly. Now, the point is the second important point which you have to remember is, let's say Yahya or Abdullah or XYZ person is working on a cyber security, and they have to find out the threats, but they can find out one thread maybe at one minute or 2 minutes, or 10 threads in 1 hour. But machine can find out hundreds and millions of threads in a minute and second based on the computing power. So this is the AI powered cloud based security analysis tool that enables analysts to respond to threat very quickly, process signal at speed, at machine speed, and this access risk exposure more quickly than may be otherwise be possible. Okay. So Copilot combines your powerful LLMs with a security specific model from Microsoft. Copilot also integrates with Microsoft and non-Microsoft sources. Now, this is a very important question. I go for consulting. I go for talking to the customer. I meet with ministers. I meet with, GMs, CEO levels people. But one very common question I receive is this integrated best with Microsoft, or do we have a non-Microsoft sources can be integrated? The answer is it can be integrated with non-Microsoft sources, external connectors. The third thing is Copilot learns at its machine speed, which I'm very much excited to tell you that we have a very super power data center which helps the Copilot to learn at a machine speed to help analysts identify and respond to emerging threats. And the last one, which is very, very comprehensive, is enterprise data is protected by comprehensive enterprise compliance and security control. There's lots of the frameworks inbuilt integrated with this one to follow and to protect the comprehensive enterprise grade compliances and your security control, which is your GRC compliant. Okay, so the most advanced general model, which is your open AI and a Microsoft security, which is going into the hyperscaler AI infrastructure, which has see the whole AI cyber security Microsoft security copilot is in the hyperscaler AI infrastructure with specific security orchestration, evergreen threat intelligence tools to find out end to end and to have the end to end security tooling. So, fantastic integration coming up in Azure for Microsoft security and your security. So what describe your Microsoft Copilot use cases? So incident summarization. For example, you got an incident. So you just want to quickly see what is the inside of that incident. So it distills the complex security alerts into the concise actionable summary. And that's not it, my friend. That is not it. It gives you incident summary, it gives you the it tells you how you can respond to this, it gives you the quick fixes on what is happening. For example, let's say my friend XYZ is working in a cyber operations center, security operations center, and there is a one incident happened where it gets a message that this computer with 3389 port number is exposed to the internet, which is danger. And then it gives you the result summarization saying that this is the log which I received from Copilot saying that this is danger and please do not expose it. And it doesn't stop it there. It goes to the next level and tells you that okay, this is the command to block this port 3389, which is a RDP port. It doesn't stop it there. It goes next level and it gives you a click to fix it there. And then it completely block the port in the firewall, in the network security firewall. So it gives you end to end solution. Because why I will be able to give you the complete case study, because last week I was working with Microsoft as for one of the telecom provider, one of the biggest telecom provider, and testing all this functionality for them as a POC. So the point is, this is a great functionality which you will see it here. So impact analysis, so it accesses the potential impact of your security incident to enable quicker response time, streamline decision making. So it helps you to analyze the impact. Then it does the reverse engineering script. It gives you the, it analyzes the complex CLI script and translate them into a natural language with clear explanation and actionable. So I like this point, actionable explanation of actions. So what action, what reverse engineering you have to do it, and what action you have to do it. So guided response, actionable step by step guidance for incident response, including your direction for triage, investigation, containment, and remediation. So awesome functionality, awesome summarization, tells you the impact, gives you the reverse engineering script, and give you the complete guidelines step by step. So this is why it is very famous for today. And last, which is not here, and for your surprise, this all functionality is integrated with your Microsoft Defender, with your Microsoft Sentinel, with your Microsoft XDR solution. All this functionality, my friend. Okay, this is a great stuff which you will see it. So what is there inside the if you are an administrator, if you would like to see how your Copilot security look like, you just have to go to your this website. Okay, security.copilot. So this is an administrated website, so where he will go for an Azure subscription, create a resources, create a capacity, and then set up the default environment, going to the Microsoft Azure, the same experience how you create the virtual machine. So create a resource group, select the subscription, create a capacity, set up where you want to build this one, and where what is the compute unit, which is called as a security compute unit, per hours you will be taking it. So this is like a machine speeds you are selecting. So this is how you will go and provision your capacity and set up your default environment. So then you can set up the role, and tell that for example, Abul is a global administrator, Yahya is a security administrator, Dilyana is a just a monitoring user, and so on. So you can set it up. But the interesting thing I would like to show you before, uh, you know, is this one, guys. So it is a dedicated site. Okay, so you have the inbuilt prompts where you wanted to find out something which is created as a playbook or a prompt, a playbook or workbook. You can use it directly from here. That's one thing. Second thing which I like the most, and you will see in the next module in detail, is this thing, my friend. Okay, before you understand this thing, let me tell you some case study. So here what happened, this is your Microsoft Defender. Okay, So this is your Microsoft Defender standalone experience. You can experience this Copilot through the dedicated site, also referred to as a standalone experience. User interact with Copilot through a prompt bar. In a prompt bar, user you can make a request in natural languages and receive responses output as a text, image, or document. So that is not so important. What is for me very important is this is one of the incident happened in Defender, which is called as multi-stage incident involving initial access or an exfiltration of multiple endpoint reported by multiple users, multiple sources. So this whole play story, you can see it from where it started, what happened to this incident and all those things. But since you are new to SOC engineering, so you need to get the complete incident summary, which I was talking it here, incident summarization. So you will get it, your incident summary here directly in the Copilot. The moment you click in the Copilot, you'll see incident summary, what is impacted, which IP address. My goodness, you have to search it going to the asserts, you have to search it going to the investigation, but it gives you a complete report, my friend. It gives you a report which is next to your bar, and you can find what is the initial accesses they have taken, what is the logs collection, what is the remediation, how you triage that one, and all this thing in just one step bar. That's so great, my friend. So before 1 or 2 years, I would say 1.5 year, okay, this option was not there. I was I have to find, and my team has to find out completely in the SOC team everything. What is the attack story? What is the alerts connected to this one? How many asserts impacted? What is the investigation steps I have to do? What are the evidences I have? What is the summary? And then so on. But today, the life has completely changed with Microsoft Security Copilot. It gives you complete summarization. It gives you complete analysis. It gives you complete steps to reverse engineer with a script. And it gives you the guided step-by-step response. My friend, it's too good, too much, that the future is going to the very next level, and we are getting things sorted out very fast with the machine speed. So human bypass has already started, not only in chat gpt, but also in your SOC operation team, but also in your security system. So this is some great stuff which you will see and which you will experience once you enter into the Microsoft Security Copilot, Copilot in detail when you are using it as a SOC engineer. Okay, so what is this? Some terminologies of Microsoft Security Copilot you have to know. So there's something called a session, which is called as a particular conversation with Copilot. Then there's something called as a prompt, a specific user statement where you will give a statement or a question within the session. There's something called as a capability. It's a function that solves the part of the problem of Microsoft Copilot. There's something called as a plugin, which is called as your connector. It's a collection of capabilities by a particular resources like Intune and so many other plugins you can use it. There's something called as an orchestrator, which is used to compose skills together to answer a user prompt. The prompt bar used to enter the prompt is this one, and then you enter it. And this is some of the basic terminology which you have to analyze. So example of plugins and capabilities is, here we have taken the example is Microsoft Intune, but here we are taking one more example, which is Defender XDR, which can be your Sentinel also, which can be your XYZ third-party tool also. So to analyze the file, to generate the incident report, to get the guided response, to list the incident and related alerts, and to summarize the security state of the devices. So what it all does, but the secret behind all this thing you will see is a similar answer is this one: analyze, summarization, analyzation, reverse engineering, and guided response. So guys, this is something which we are talking about in most of the thing. Now, I was waiting for this slide from a long time, and the people who are here who really wants to learn some technique, some tricks, some shortcut to get the best result, I want your attention for 1 minute only. 1 minute only. Extra attention. Okay. So how you can effectively use the prompt. So first, whenever you want to effectively use the prompt, you should have the goal of what you want to achieve. What is the context you want to put? What is the expectation you want to set? And what is the sources you want to use it? Okay. So what is the specific goal? So what is the specific security related information you need to get it? For example, I need to give me the information about incident 18718. Okay, this is my goal. So in this goal, I want to further granular filtering to add the contacts. Why do we need it and how we will use the information? So I'm telling this information I need it for the report purpose to submit it to my manager. Then expectation, I want this report and this incident to be generated in what way? In a very short summary. So this is the best prompt engineering. You will practice it, my friend. So expectation, the format, audience do you want, or you want a response which is tailored in what way? So compile the information in a list with short summary. I want an incident report to submit to my manager, compile it in a short summary, and take the sources from the Defender for incident, or the Sentinel, or the XDR solution, or the Intune, or anything. So guys, this is the right way of a great prompt engineering, querying and prompt engineering, effective prompt engineering. So I would like you to guys, you all to read once again, give me the information about the incident to report and can submit to my manager, and to compile with a short summary and look it into the Defender. So I'm filtering it. I'm telling this incident only should get it from the Defender with short summary to submit it to my manager. Let's say for time being, I'm asking this one in this way without a source. Imagine, give me this incident to submit it to my manager about a short summary. Do you know it will search it in all the XDR solution? It will search this incident happened in endpoint. It will search this incident happened in Sentinel. Will search it. This incident happened in Intune. It will search this incident happened in IoT for Defender, cloud apps, cloud, container for Defender, Kubernetes for Defender, Microsoft 365 for Defender, and so on. So this prompt engineering, where you use it effectively, it matters a lot. It saves your money, it saves your time, it saves your effort, it gives you a best output. So guys, prompt engineering is a good place to spend a time on to learn. So there is a tricks. So sometime you will be spending lots of time in chat gpt and getting not a correct answer. It's because you miss this GCES. GCES, I call this as goal, context, expectation, and sources. I hope you guys are enjoying the way you are learning the prompt engineering, the way you are learning the security, the way you are learning the integration. So, with that said, I would like to enter into the last module of this session, where I am more interested to show you what Microsoft is capable of, how Microsoft embeds their experience with Microsoft Copilot. So, guys, very quickly, I will show you some important case study, and I would like to, wait some time if you have the answer question, and I will be more than happy. So I'm in the last module. I want you guys to enjoy and see the real case study of how we are seeing the embedded experience of Microsoft Copilot based on your understanding. But before you go, you have to remember once again that your administrator will configure this Microsoft Copilot in your Azure portal with your subscription, and having this your own SCUs and setting up for those respective users. Just a quick repetition to go to the reality. Okay. I'm entering into the reality. In this reality, we will see how Microsoft Defender or Microsoft Copilot integrates with Defender XDR, Purview, and Entra. tree solution which we will be seeing. It is not the end. It can be non-Microsoft sources. It can be Sentinel. It can be Intune. It can be Defender for IoT. It can be Defender for container. It can be Defender for Kubernetes. It can be Defender for cloud apps. It can be Defender for anything, or it can be your any solution. But we'll see integration of this three tool. Are you guys excited and ready? Yes. Okay. So Microsoft Security Copilot is an accessible directly from the source of Microsoft security product, which is your XDR now, which is Microsoft, which can be Entra, Purview, or more coming. In an embedded experience, Copilot invokes the product specific capabilities, which is directly providing processing efficiencies. This embedded experience is a great place to start the security investigation. Okay, so it can easily transition to a standalone experience to pursue a more detailed cross product investigation that brings to bear all the Copilot capabilities which is enabled for your role. Microsoft plugins for this specific solution must be enabled, and the user must have a role permission to access Copilot plus any other role permission required to access data associated with a specific solution. This is what we have seen. We have given a particular dedicated role to the administrator or the users. Okay. Okay. Coming to the XDR solution, extended defender detection and response. Okay, so Microsoft Copilot is embedded with Microsoft XDR Defender to enable security team to quickly and efficiently, I want you guys to focus on this terminology, quickly and efficiently investigate and response. So this is what I'm doing, investigation and response to this incident. So you get an incident which is multi-stage incident, and Microsoft Copilot, once you click on the Copilot, Copilot will just give you the complete incident summary, guided response, and then triage right away, very quickly and very efficiently. So the capability supported here includes summarize the incident, which gives you the guided responses, script analysis, what the scripts they have, run in this, threads, and then the natural NLP, natural language to KQL queries. It gives you the queries, incident reports, analyze the file, and device summary as well. So huge detail information very quickly, very efficiently. You get it once you click on this Copilot from this incident right in front of this incident page at the moment. Okay, in the moment, very quickly. Same way, what is the meaning of summarizing your incident? So Copilot automatically creates a summary when to navigate which incident page you have to check. It contains up to 100 alerts that can summarize into the incident. So it supports up to 100 alerts. Depending on the availability of your data, an incident summary includes the following: the time and the data when the attack started, the entity or assets where the attack started, the summary of timelines of how the attacks unfolded, and the assets involved in your attack, IOCs, and the name of threat actors involved. Man, so detailed incident, which will take a time for you to analyze and report it. But Copilot can summarize it very quickly, the exact right information for you guys. So how the guided responses will look like. This is one of the my favorite part here. So guided responses recommend your action in one or more of the following categories. So you can tell it tells you how the quick fix can happen, what is the next level of investigation can happen, what is the remediation steps you need to take, how to triage that recommendation. So guided response recommend the action in one or more of the following categories, which is triage, that includes recommendation to classify the incident as information or true positive or false positive. You can do it right away here. Containment, it includes the recommendation action to contain an incident Investigation, it includes the recommendation action for further investigation. So if you want to do any further investigation, it will give you the in investigation bar here. So remediation, it includes the response action to apply to specific entities which involves in an incident. So you can just get some remediation step, like this user has been compromised, reset the user password. This IP address has been compromised, block this IP address. XYZ, this computer has been compromised, isolate the computer. So lots of remediation steps you can get it here. So this way you can get the guided responses. Analyze the script. What is the script they have run? It is run by your hacker. So show the script code, explain the script code. Oh my goodness, it does so many things, which was so much manual effort. So it is now giving you as a spoon feeding, my friend. It's so quick, so fast. It is just here. And now you just have to grasp it, solve it, and not to spend much time on analytics. So things have completely changed. So access the script capabilities in the alert timeline with an incident for an entry consisting of a script or code. It inspect your script and code without using external tool. You don't have to integrate any external tool. This is done by completely Copilot. So PowerShell, like a script like PowerShell, Bash, or Batch file, etc., that is supported for these languages. The last one is my favorite one, KQL queries. It generates and understands the KQL queries, where the Copilot Defender XDR come with a query assistance capability in advanced hunting. So in advanced hunting, we run the KQL query. It gives you a KQL query for what purpose, which query needs to be needs to be given to get more information about that attack or about that threats. Okay, so reduce the time it takes to write the hunting query from the scratch. It helps you to generate the KQL query from a suggested prompt you entered by your own. So you can enter your own prompt for finding out the result. I want to find out some unusual activity happened in my computer. So all these things, it gives you right away the query. So before, what I was doing is, when I was working with Azure Sentinel, I have to go and find out in the internet. If I don't remember those query, I have to find it in the Google. I want to see the successful login users query. Can you help me? I have to read the syntax, what is the event number of successful logon, and so on. So but today the thing is just one command and you get the query right in front of you in the same system. Second problem which Microsoft solved here was, I was working for one of the biggest telecom provider in the world, one of the biggest telecom provider, and I was in the SOC team, and we don't have an internet to validate, we don't have internet to research, but we keep some formats for us. So those thing has been solved. If I am not able to find out something from my knowledge base, I have to go to the internet, but I'm blocked to access the internet in my company. But here's, thanks to Copilot, so it has it inbuilt knowledge base even without internet, so it can give you the query result based on their intelligence, their AI inbuilt tool. So this is about your query. Then you have the incident reporting, where it can generate the report for you. It is so easy for your management to read the report based on the attacks happened, based on the mitigations you have done, remediations you have done, and so on, guys. And it helps you to analyze the files, which is a sophisticated attack often used in the files to mimic the legitimate or system files to avoid any detections. Copilot Defender XDR enables your security team to quickly identify the malicious and suspicious file. And also, the file analysis usually contain an overview that contains an assessment to a file and detailed sections that include strings, API calls, and relevant certificates. So, guys, lots of inbuilt functionality like summarizations of your devices, what all the devices are involved, what is the entities of those devices, what is the name of those devices, what is the details, information about that security vulnerabilities in these devices, and the software informations which is available and which does unusual behaviors in these devices with detailed explanation they will provide you. Okay, so the last part of this one is it also provides you the common functionalities across, providing the feedback on your progress, giving you the security scores, security recommendations, and so on. So this is what I have to say, and I think that you have enjoyed it, although this is like a very high level and advanced topic, but I started to make you understand from a AI to LLM to all this basic fundamental concept to the reality of the security copilot and how it looks like. Guys, this is very interesting topic. If you're a security engineer, very good to go, good to learn, highly demanded in the market, highly skilled is very shortage of the skilled people here. So you can spend lots of time in learning this one. Microsoft has done a very excellent job, so you guys can use it, learn it, and utilize it in your organization. It's been informal to you, and I'd like to say thank you. And if there is any question, I would love to answer you. Okay, guys, if there is no question, we are good to go, and I'll see you inshallah in next session. Okay, have a great day, guys. Yes, I get one question, and thank you for this question. Microsoft Core Pilot is more like a SIM tool. Answer is it's not a SIM tool. It helps the SIM solution to, with the AI integration to give you the answer very quickly with the machine speed. So if there is any incident in the SIM event happened, then Copilot helps you to give before the human being analyze. Copilot gives you the answer. So this is making it very simple to solve the problem. So this is not the SIM tool. This is a AI tool which is integrated with SIM to make it very fast and effective analytics. Good question. Any other question will be most welcome. Okay, I have one more question. My question is that for someone who is trying to go into cybersecurity with subscription. So, first I would always suggest attend a professional training by a authorized institute. They will provide you some training subscription. Second, there is second option, is you have your learning. If you're a student, you have a college student subscription. The third one is if you are doing it, want to learn by yourself, then you can get it a free subscription from Microsoft Azure portal. Okay, and the fourth one and the last one is if you're working in any industry, the enterprise will have their own subscription. You can utilize it as well. Okay, so there are four different ways of using this Copilot. I hope that answers your question. Welcome, Rami. I hope you guys have enjoyed this session. Okay, try to get these skill sets, guys. Really, it is a highly demand skill sets in the industry. Okay,